Up, everybody? Don't forget to save. Back here with another video on a Friday night. And tonight, I want to talk to you guys about a story I promised last week, which was how I met Tom Arnold's brother. Now, this story's got a little bit of sad in it, it's got a little bit of funny in it, it's got a little bit of everything in it, so try to follow along. So, before I get started, I am still going to do a 100 sub giveaway, and we're getting closer to 100 subs, so do a guy a favor and do the community a favor. Hit that like, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below. As soon as I hit 100 subs, we'll do a giveaway for you guys. I'm hoping maybe in October, but who knows? We're doing all right so far. So anyway, getting back to my story. I was about 18, 19 years old. My family lived on the border of Iowa and Missouri at the time. And at the time, Tom and Roseanne actually lived about a half an hour away from where we lived. It was kind of common knowledge, and I watched Roseanne growing up. I thought I was a fan. I like Tom Arnold and all the movies, so it's not like I had any. This isn't a personal beef or anything like that. It's just kind of a messed up story in a way. And so, anyway, Friday nights where I lived, the town I lived in, on the square, they sometimes had a classic car thing. I remember one time they actually had the replica of the Batmobile up there, and that was pretty cool. And when these events happened, I'd go up to the square to check out, see what kind of cars were up there, and have a good time, make the scene or whatever. So it was on one such Friday night that I'm standing there talking with my buddies on the square, and a car pulls up, and it was a really nice car, and I didn't think nothing about it because that's kind of what the whole point of the idea was. It had tinted windows, it had ground effects on it. It was a really sleek looking car, and it pulls up. I'm like, hey man, nice ride. It rolls the window down, and the guy inside, he's got a nice haircut. He's dressed nice, presents well. And here's where it gets kind of weird. He kind of was asking for illicit narcotics, and I didn't know dude from Adam. I have a checkered past to be sure, but I didn't know this guy from Adam, and I wasn't really that kind of person. Wasn't really a drug dealer or anything, so I kind of told the guy to go f himself and turned around and walked away, and thought nothing else of it. So I'm walking back on the other side of the square, and now my friend that I was with at the time, Jack, he had he was a tall guy. He was like 6'3", 6'4", something like that, but he wasn't string bean tall. He kind of had some weight to him. So I'm walking across the square, and like he talks to him like 5, 10 minutes or whatever, and I'd made it to the other side of the square, and here my friend Jack comes trying to chase me down. It was fun. This is the funny part of the story. I never forget that him trying to chase me down on the other side of the square. He was kind of awkward, but I thought I kind of laugh when I think about that part of it. Anyway, he's like come here, man. I'm like, what do you want? And he's like, you just told Tom Arnold's brother off, and I'm like, that even made me more mad. I'm like, well, I'm supposed to know who the guy was. I'm not supposed to just know him on sight. I didn't know who this guy was, so kind of made me even more mad about it. If anything, I guess they were kind of starstruck by it all, but I was kind of irritated by it. My point, I guess, was I wasn't trying to be a jerk. It might sound like I was being harsh, but I knew guys in my neighborhood that would have abducted him and done terrible things to him just because of he was related to somebody famous and they could get some money out of it or whatever. So I was kind of trying to warn him. It's Tom's made no bones about his brother's issues. I've actually done some research into it since, and I hopefully I don't know whatever happened to him. I hopefully he got the help he needed. I wasn't trying to be a jerk. I was trying to warn him. This is probably not a road you want to go down. So that was my first point. My other reason for telling this story is that I don't get starstruck like that. I if I somebody I got Kane Hodder's autograph here for a reason. I pretty much had my way with Mr. Hodder, and big tough Mr. Kane didn't really have a whole lot to say or do about it. If I feel somebody's trying to push me around, or you know, uh, try to use your fame or clout as a reason to come at me sideways, I'll say something about it. So just kind of it kind of shows that part of me too, that I wasn't letting nobody push me around. So anyway, I just thought it was a cool story to tell you guys on a Friday night. And again, don't do drugs. I don't think I have to tell my subs that, but I mean, drugs are bad and can lead to bad things. So with all that said, guys, until next video, love your hobby and love you back. Peace.